going on, guys? Hope everyone's doing good, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working on this 97 Honda Civic Coupe across the street, this white one right here, and it has what I believe to be a rod knock. Now, it's not bad. I've heard a lot worse, and honestly you can kind of barely even hear it at high RPM. So instead of switching out the engine, I'm gonna tear into it and see if we can save it. So that's gonna be the mission for today, is to assess the damage on this D16Y8. It's a little 1.6 with the VTEC. I think obviously they were revving it a little too high, so that's why I think the bearing just started to give, but I could be wrong. It could be something else, but I'm like 90% sure that that's what it is. So let's get right to it. Alright guys, here's the oil pan, and you can see still no real signs of any metal, so that's good. But we're definitely gonna have to replace this gasket, probably clean this oil pan out a little bit, but so far so good. Now we're down to the good stuff here. These, you can usually tell if the bearings are bad by just giving them a quick little wiggle. So that's one that seems pretty good. Let's try number 4 here. There it is. You could even like see it move. Yeah, so number 4 is definitely a problem. I'm gonna go ahead now and turn the engine a little bit to check 2 and 3. Regardless, I am gonna take this girdle off right here and take the caps off each one to just check and make sure that they look good and not worn out. But this is just a quick little test to see kind of what I'm working with. Alright guys, we got 2 and 3 right here. So the good thing though, when I was turning it, it sounded like the engine was still building compression, so that's good. So damn, number 2 is bad. 3 seems to be good. Yeah, 2 is definitely bad as well though. The crank journals still look really good. The mains, the bearings look like they're still in position where they need to be, so that's all good. And also it doesn't look like there's any scratches on the surface, so that's a good save there. So now I'm just gonna have to pop the caps off the rods and check out how bad the bearings are. Alright guys, here's the rod bearings, and as you can see, they don't look good at all. Here's the cap for number 1, and it doesn't even have a bearing in here. The cap is just roasted. And then here's the bearings. This was on the bottom. It's all flaking off here. Here's 2, 3, and then 4. The problem, obviously, definitely the rod bearings, and there's also some scarring on the crank, which can be fixed with some polishing at a machine shop. But this engine's definitely gonna have to be replaced or rebuilt. So now I'm just gonna have to relay the info to the owner and see what they want to do. We're as far as we could get. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Stay tuned for the next one and find out what happens with the 97 Civic. Peace.